Hi and welcome, Nick aka Cuezy.
Hi. Hi.
And we just talked a little bit about the story behind your name and everything. So you still DJ from time to time. And I saw on Instagram, so you're making lo-fi and house music.
Yes, and sometimes future beats, trap, all of the good stuff.
I quickly went through your artist profile and you released also house beats on the same artist page, right?
Yes, I do everything on this one. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Because a lot of people that I know are kind of separating between the genres to make like 2 or 3 or 4 artist persona when doing like different kind of music, but you keep it like all under one roof.
Yeah, I thought about it as well because it makes sense to do it separately for the algorithm and to have for every topic another name. But I thought it's all one journey. It's all my music, so why should I use different artist names? It's all one in the end. It's all mine, my artistic output.
Okay, fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. How long are you already making music for now?
I think I started in a band about 2010. And that was, I was just playing the synthesizer. But when we talk about producing, I think about 2017. And I first played around, made some stuff for my own. But when I was releasing my first release, that was about 2020 was the first song.
Not that long ago. Okay, it's already 5 years.
5 years, yeah, the time is running.
I just realized it's already 5 years ago. Damn.
5 years.
Time flies by so fast.
Yeah, totally.
I really like the artwork of your latest release. It looks kind of trippy with the third eye and everything. And you also post like a lot of clips on Instagram. What's the story behind that? It's like nearly daily I see something that is kind of mystical and...
Yeah. I'm currently in the process of my album release, and I release every 2 weeks a single. Sometimes I got a little issue with my last single, with the one you mentioned, that came out a little later, so it brought my schedule a bit out of place. But normally I try to release every 2 weeks a single, and then in the end, when I released all of them, then the album gets released. And I try to do content to every song and make artworks and animations to the artworks, and some kind of videos around all that. It's a lot of work, but it's fun.
So you are doing the artworks yourself and animation?
For the album, I hired an artist who made it. I didn't release it only in my small group. I released the artwork in the channel, my Instagram channel. But
that's where I saw it probably.
Okay. But the one you mentioned from the singles, I do with AI, but I make my own filters on it and to change some stuff, and that it's not only AI. I don't like it when it's only you put some prompts in it and it spits something out and that's it. I want to give it my own tastes and my own style.
Okay, that makes sense.
to the artwork,
Before we started recording, you mentioned something about your busy release schedule. What's about that?
Yeah, because I'm releasing a single every 2 weeks, and then I committed to some releases with labels. The house track that came out on Friday, and there are some other singles that come out with other artists. So there's so much releases now coming, and I think it all has to go out. When I got it done, it has to be released.
Fair point. Are you one of the artists that are kind of already producing and like scheduling for the whole year? Because I know some artists from like my friends, they have already the full year planned.
Yeah,
If
okay.
you ask them to collab, the next free date is 2026, somewhere
Uh,
in February. Till then, they have already produced the tracks, set up
okay.
the release for like for a weekly release, and are already working on albums for the next year. That's so crazy.
Yeah, that's really crazy. But I can feel that, but I'm not that planned out. I always left some room to get other stuff in. But
Hmm.
yeah, I committed to a lot of projects that I have to finish first. Yeah, I'm booked out till September, and then I have some stuff laying around that has to be released afterwards. So the rest of the year is kind of planned out as well, but I have no particular date so
Okay,
far. But I
sweet.
know, okay, after the album release, there has to come this and this and this. And I do everything in about 2 months steps, 2 or 3 months ahead. And then, yeah, from there.
Interesting. And then, there's actually one question that I kind of stumbled across that I can't remember if I saw it like on social media or heard it in the podcast or something, but I want to ask you this question. So if if your music would be a place, how would that place look like?
Yeah, nice question.
Yeah, it's funny, right?
Oh, yeah. And it's pretty hard to answer because my music is kind of, yeah, in all directions. I do so many different stuff. So it's probably kind of uh, um, a holiday park, something like that, with a roller coaster and
Oh,
with
okay, sweet.
something like that, with a bit of spooky stuff, a bit of trippy sci-fi stuff, and then yeah, some
And also water
nature,
park.
water park, nature, everything.
Sweet.
Yeah.
But that's actually a nice description of when releasing a lot of different moods and also like different genres. So yeah, very nice picture of the
Thank you.
place.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I try always to tell a story with my music or transport an emotion, something I got through, and I think people can relate or something like that. I always want to tell some kind of story. So
Yeah, that
yeah,
makes sense. I mean, every good track has a story to tell, even if it's instrumental.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Mhm. That's like one thing that the AI cannot replace us humans when it comes to art,
Yes,
and
exactly.
that's a good thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, so far. Let's see what what happens in the future when the robots walk around and
You
you
know,
know.
and they just like leave the humans in peace that say thanks after asking ChatGPT for advice, even though asking thanks and please for the AI just like puts tons of like energy waste in that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I saw all the memes.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, and the amount of water they take and what I read about it. But yeah, it's normal. It's new technologies need a lot of energy.
Mm.
Yeah,
But it's also, yeah, for a lot of stuff like researching, it become the better Google. And
yeah,
that's for sure.
yeah. It's you can ask particular questions and in more in detail, and you get a more precise answers.
And like from 10 sources at the same time, and it
Yeah.
kind of breaks down everything with the sources. If you need them, that's actually
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, but I think we still have to be cautious what it spits out because, yeah, I don't think it always tells you the truth. Like they also catch ChatGPT lying.
Yeah,
And
yeah, I saw that.
so yeah, when you tell him, that's wrong, then he excuses himself and I'm sorry, it was the other. So yeah, you still have to be careful with that stuff, I think. But yeah, it's a good tool for research and for making life a bit easier with all the boring stuff like writing letters or emails or something like
Exactly,
that. Yeah,
exactly.
that's a good tool for that. I think. Yeah.
So nice. I see you have turntables in the back, right?
Yeah. Yes,
So,
sir.
are you one of the OGs who DJs with turntable only?
Not only I'm not like the I only play vinyl, but I do both. I have when I play on venues who don't have turntables, I can bring my DJ controller and I play from MP3s. But yeah, it's a different kind of DJing when you play vinyl because you have to do more stuff, but it's also more fun because yeah, you always have to do something.
Yeah,
And
you're constantly busy. I
yeah,
remember after switching to CD chairs just because it's like so accessible. There was a time I was like playing every weekend, so you could just put your USB into the pocket and walk from one
yeah,
club to another.
that's
Um,
cool.
but like half of the time, you just chill.
Yeah, yeah. Only the first 20 seconds and the last 20 seconds of the song, and then
Yeah,
you
and
have to.
sometimes you play a little bit with effects, but
Yeah,
I mean, with vinyl, you have the thing that it gets out of tune sometime, and
yeah,
you
and
have
you have to
constantly to
speed match,
correct a
and
bit. Exactly.
yeah.
But then,
But it's also cooler to look at if you're watching a DJ with vinyl. It makes more fun to watch that.
can you
In
do
my opinion.
scratching and all that stuff?
A little bit, not so good, but I'm not that bad in beat matching.
Okay.
I can make when I play house music. It's I can do good transitions
Nice.
with that. Yeah,
Nice.
but I was never good in like turntable, like the hip hop DJs. That's really hard to do.
I tried it once. It sounded
Can-
horrible. I never tried it
okay.
again.
Yeah, it also fucks up your vinyl. So
And the needles.
yes,
You need
yes, true,
like constantly new needles.
exactly.
Yeah, I remember I started actually with timecode vinyls. So
Yeah.
like not the real vinyl experience, but you still have like the turntables and stuff.
Yeah,
So
you have the
that was
feeling of it, but you can play your MP3s.
yeah, and you know with the Serato box you can still
Yeah,
see if you are on the right time, so you don't have to BPM match by ear.
yeah, yeah. I have that as well, and I tried it a few times, but it
It's not the
doesn't.
same.
It was not so fun, and I didn't get quite how to do it. So yeah, it's laying around for 10 years now, and I never
Okay.
used it again. But yeah, I bought the DJ controller after that, and that was more comfortable for my workflow. So I stayed with that.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
It's I mean, the feeling is similar to the controller, but with way less buttons. You have no hot cues, nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hot cues are like goated for DJing. You can do
Yeah.
like really crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. Always like the nice note hit it over and over again.
Yeah, and then ding, 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 and then you switch over to to another and back again, and yeah,
Exactly.
it's like a live producing session when you have the MPC.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, yeah, nice.
Sweet. So you started out in a band, then what type of music did your band play that involved a synthesizer?
We were very young and very loud, so it was kind of psychedelic, thin synth rock. crazy stuff. Yeah, some kind of modern psych rock, I would say.
That
But
sounds fun.
yeah, it sounds more fun than it really sounds. No, it was not that bad. We had some gigs and it was a cool time. But when I listen to it now, it was crazy music. But it was fun. It was really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but even now, I mean, if you listen back to the beats you made last year, isn't that also, let's say, especially in the lo-fi scene, you're having like such a big output because it takes you, it takes way less time to finish a song, right? Uh, but therefore, that you can like finish, let's say, 50 songs in a year, you also get better and better faster because you are in this, you know, back in days I started producing techno music, and my biggest issue was to like really arrange and finish a song because you
yeah,
start jamming, you get like some nice parts, but in the end
yeah.
of the
The
day, you
songs
have
were longer.
to make
Yeah,
an at least 5 minute long song,
exactly.
and then kind of getting everything together and like mixing 35 stems or more. You didn't really get so much songs done in the same time.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
with beats, I mean, let's say you made already 30 beats this year, and then you listen back to the beats you made last year. And for me, that's like a huge jump every year. How is it
Yeah.
for you?
Yeah, when you look at it from the professional perspective, so like the craft itself, I would say yes, it gets better every time. But sometimes I listen to old songs and I think, wow, that was really cool. How did I do that? And I was more like going intuitively into the music and not so much with the head, not so much thinking about it. And sometimes when I listen to this old stuff, it really sounds still very cool. But yeah, I also got some songs where I think, yeah, okay, today I would make it much better. But yeah, that's all part of the process, I guess.
Yeah, and you really hit the nail on the head with this. Because yeah, listening to old songs and then you think like, wow, this melody is crazy or this vibe is amazing. And I think sometimes I try to actually tell myself, stop thinking about if this is in key and just trust your ears. But there's like a wall in my mind that kind of says, no, it has to be in key and this and that. And this is so stupid, actually.
Yeah, I think if you like it, how it sounds, yeah, then go for it. I think if you like it, then other people will like it as well. So
That's true.
sometimes you have to trust your ears because when you do so much songs, and how long are you making music now?
Let me guess.
Long
Mm,
time.
DJing would be the 10th year, I guess.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
But I quit last year. Like I fully quit.
Okay.
Told myself that I better just like take my foot out of this scene and focus only. But that's another point. I will come back to that.
Yeah.
And producing, I guess, 2018 or 19.
Okay, so we started some in a
Similar.
similar time. Yeah, nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
So yeah, you have gained a lot of skills in that time, I guess.
More or
From
less, there were like years of complete pause.
okay,
I remember, especially in the beginning, with it took a while to get like a song done, and
yeah,
with like techno and all that stuff, and being a complete beginner, it took me sometimes, or better say, I made like 2 or 3 songs a year.
yeah, me too.
And also, I took like 2 times a longer break. One break was more than a year, and the other break was like nearly 1 year with
Okay.
music, and then came back. I don't know if you do the same thing from time to time, just like take a creative pause.
Yeah, I got some pauses, but they are only a few weeks or maybe a month or something like that. But then I try to go back again. But because I always want to, I have I can't stop doing it. You know, for a full year I couldn't do it.
Okay.
I think. Oh, at least I have never tried. But yeah, I always have new ideas. I have to go back and have to do something when I get inspired, when I go into to vacation or something. And when I come back, I always have good ideas to start
Okay, that makes
new
sense.
projects. Yeah.
That's actually an interesting question. As a music producer, how much time do you spend listening to other music? Like, because I know there were periods, and I'm like this. I work like 2 or 3 months on music, like hardcore every day, make a lot of tracks, and then I take like a break of at least 2 months.
Okay.
And then I go back into producing. But in this producing period, I don't listen to other music at all. Like
Yeah.
maybe my 5 favorite songs, like on the car ride to the job
Yeah.
and on the drive back, and that's it. How is it
Yeah.
for you?
Yeah, well, I back then I listened to so much new music. I was always looking for what's coming out, what new stuff, and digging for vinyl. And yeah, but since I make my own music, I don't listen to so much other music. I always, when I got the time in the car alone, I always listen to my own music to look how the mix is, what can I
Makes
do.
sense.
Yeah, I always have to listen to my own stuff to improve the sound and stuff. So yeah, I still listen to others sometimes, but not as much as I used to. Yeah.
So you use every car drive as like the car test scenario.
Not every, but yeah, it's always before or after something comes out. I always have to listen in the car if it's good.
Yeah, and that's an important test. Actually,
Yeah.
it's totally not overrated. It's underrated how good the car will
Yeah.
give you hints where mistakes in the mix are. It's also the phone speaker test. I think this one is a super important one as well because you know once it was in the early days of producing, but I want to show like some friends a song that I made, but we only had like no headphones, no speakers, nothing, just a phone. And I was like super proud of the song, but I only heard it on the studio monitors, and the bass was good and everything was good. And then on the phone speakers, you had no bass,
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, and the thing is, most of people listen on the phone speakers to their music, so it should sound at least not too bad on them if you release it. So
Especially now with social media, where most of the promotion goes through the phone. And let's say you're you're at home scrolling through Instagram, TikTok, whatever. You don't usually wear headphones. You only listen through the phone speakers, and then discovering a new song is let's say for it's way better if it sounds well on the phone and not just on the nice active monitors.
yeah, yeah, that's true. So you should always put your mix on the phone directly and check for if it's real approved. So because it's the most used way to promote the music.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
I guess the car is like one of the places the music is listened to the most as well.
yeah, yeah. That's true.
Yeah. Speaking of mixing, do you use headphones to mix or monitors?
Yeah, I mostly use headphones. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
So many people are doing that. I cannot understand why.
That's why I need to do the car check, because as a as a father, I can't do make music at night with loud speakers. So
That makes sense. Yeah,
yes,
yeah, that makes sense.
it's the only way how I can produce is with headphones. So I have to do everything on them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's more a necessity than that I like it more. But yeah,
Okay, but then you are doing it out of this reason because there are a lot of people, and I should probably ask more producers on this podcast. Maybe I found one who is like, there are people that say only mix on headphones, it's so much better, and this and that, and yada, yada, yada. And I think there's like one scenario where I always put the headphones on is when it comes to the panning. For this, it's perfect. But for every other aspect of mixing, like headphones off, throw them in the corner.
and maybe it depends on the headphones. But yeah, do you use are those biodynamic or what? Do you use? Yeah, I got some too. So I think the sound is pretty good on them. So when it sounds good on them, it also sounds good in the car most of the time. So yeah, but maybe it's yeah how you do your mixing, or how you which plugins you use, or yeah, it's all
Oh,
depends.
actually, I know why I like mixing on my monitors as well. I tricked my own brain because I personally hate too aggressive high end, and I tend to low like mix having too little high end. And so I turned the high end in the equalizer of the speakers down in the monitors, and then I mix with them. And then when it's done, the high end sounds crispy still on the
Okay,
final
okay.
master because I trick myself into having the equalizer on the speakers lower, so I like it. But like for the general, like for the general scene of or people, they tend to like kind of having the high end, you know,
Yeah,
the crispiness in
more
it.
crispiness. Yeah, 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 yeah. It all depends on taste, of course. What's the personal taste? And yeah, so I think there's no right or wrong. It's always has to do with what you make out of your situation and make the best out of it in the end.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you doing like all the mixing on your tracks by yourself and the mastering?
Yes,
Okay.
and the mastering not always. I also used SoundCloud mastering quite a bit, but now I started teaching the mastering part myself, and since I'm a bit more into that topic as well, I also do my masterings myself. Yeah, yeah. I had to do it for the album, because I also bring it out on vinyl. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, and there has to be a special vinyl mix mastering, and yeah, the pressing plant told me if I want to master every song, what it's about 90 euro per song, and I got 16 songs. So I thought, okay, that's too much. I have to do it myself. So yeah, I got into that a bit, and it wasn't that hard. So the results were quite good, and they told me it's almost perfect. So yeah, I think my mastering skills are good.
What are actually the rulings for vinyl mastering?
It shouldn't not to be too loud, because there was this loudness war. I don't know if you know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on
Dinosaur.
vinyl you can't push it to the limit because that's not so good for the needle. So it can jump or something. Yeah, and you have to do the bass always in mono, but I think you have to do it as well.
Regardless, you always have to put the bass in mono.
Yeah, sometimes you can get fancy a bit, but it depends. But on vinyl, you shouldn't do it at all costs.
Yeah, the thing is, for bass, it really depends on the frequency. I mean, if you use a splitter, like the low band, mid band, high band splitter, then you can still go wider on the, let's say, mids of the bass.
Yeah.
But the low should always be. I cannot think about one single scenario where you want the low end in stereo.
Yeah, especially in the club or something. That makes no sense when the bass comes from different directions. Yeah, no, that's not good.
It can come from like the mid section of the bass, can go crazy in the stereo field. But the lows, you want that vibrating ground in the club.
Exactly.
That everything is shaking.
Yeah, I think for the vinyl, it has to when you have the imager, it has to be a straight line in the middle. So you can't go too wide out of the spectrum because that could be that the needle hops around then. But that were the only thing that they told me that have to be done.
Speaking of loudness war, do you actually understand what this LUFS is? Is there actually anyone out there who can say it's this or that?
I don't know. I only know that I can't do it to. It has to be about 14 or 11 to 14, and I stick to that, and that's it. Yeah, I think it's just how loud the overall sound, the ceiling is.
I really don't know.
I don't know. I don't want to say something wrong, but I guess it's like the highest. It's like the ceiling of the song. You know?
Yeah.
So if you put it a bit higher, all the frequencies can go higher in that range.
Okay.
But if you put the ceiling lower, they get
bricked.
Cuts.
Yeah.
They get cut at that point. Yeah.
Okay, but what's then the difference between this and just like the general decibel, like the dB?
It's like the dB is like in that range. When you put it louder, you can. It's like if you jump, and you can jump as high as you want in the room, but just until the ceiling comes. And when the ceiling gets lower, you can jump until the ceiling is when it's here. You can only jump this high.
Yeah.
That's what I think it is, but I have to research that as well.
Actually, I once tried to research that. No idea. Absolutely no idea what this is.
Not even with ChatGPT.
Oh, that's a nice point. I should ask ChatGPT. Haven't asked it yet.
We have to do our research later.
I have gave up like breaking my thoughts about that. And thinking about it years ago.
Our listeners should write it in the comments.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Everybody's listening to this podcast and know what LUFS actually is or stands for. Comment down below. That would be amazing to know.
That would be dope.
To understand, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. True. Yeah. So what are your upcoming projects besides the podcast?
I want to kind of put my foot into other genres, keep it chill, but I'm still deciding whether to go into like a psychedelic trip hop sphere or some like chill house or chill step, something like that. But this will be like a new artist project and everything.
Okay, so you want to keep it separate?
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
For now.
And why? Why do you want to do it like that?
Oh, that's actually the thing. I decided to not just go into a new music thing, but make it overall like making like this digital avatar persona. Like I don't know if you heard about VTubing, where you have like a virtual character that is representing you. And I I won't tell who this person will be. So when it comes out, it will be something completely apart from my personal me. One of the reasons is because then I can do like super silly content without showing my face and like try out all this cringe TikTok bullshit, and nobody will know.
It's more like a playing field. Like,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe if you stumble across, you will probably recognize my voice. But like
Okay.
for the big public, it will be like a secret.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
And that's my
Interesting.
idea.
Yeah, sounds dope. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Especially with the new technology that's out now, you can do all that crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. There's actually a program, and it will track your face, and so the my like it's like an anime-ish avatar will do the same movements, like with the mouth when I talk and with the eyes and everything. And I want to make that like like doing different stuff of content with it. Keep like Relaxicorn on chill beats, chill music, like chill talks, all in this one area. And for the other, I will do like more streaming. And actually, I don't want to put like a limit on what music to produce, and just like try out stuff. It can be funny, it can be crazy, and all kind of stuff. Just like be fully creative, like free. You know what I mean? Actually, yeah, I could do it right now as well, but I think it's easier when you do it like a little bit more anonymous.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, but how do you think? Uh, don't you are afraid that people think it's AI? That it's only AI
Um,
with all the stuff coming up now with the AI bands and stuff. And if you don't show your face, I mean, even if you would show your face, you would still be. It could still be AI, but if you make it this
yeah.
avatar and it's not, it's all CGI.
The thing
Yeah.
is, there's like a very big scene actually for this. I don't know. You are also in the hip hop scene, like active as well, right? So probably heard of Baby No Money, the rapper,
I
the
heard the
one who
name,
made
but
the La 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 song. Like, did I really just forget that melody? La 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 na 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 na.
I think I heard it, but I'm not so into into this one.
He
Yeah.
went like crazy viral. He also but never mind. He he just released a song with a VTuber called Iron Mouse, and it's like a big VTuber. She's like a famous in the whole world with that. And there's a big scene behind that. And then I start kind of digging more and more into that. I also have a friend who is making lo-fi and also like streams with his VTubing avatar and everything. And there's something about that, there's on the one side, it's kind of nice to watch that content because it's super silly and I like silly stuff. And on the other side, it's, like as a German, Sido when he had the mask on and nobody knew who it was. that was like super dope. And then he put the mask off, and now it's not that special anymore, you know.
Yeah, it was exciting. It was an exciting time back then. Yeah.
But back to your question with AI, I will still use like my normal voice. I don't think it sounds too robotish, so people could actually assume that. And I also will live stream, you know, the progress of making songs and
Okay,
all
cool.
that kind of stuff.
Cool. Yeah, sounds interesting.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I'm pretty curious myself, so I'm waiting. There's like, I guess, 10 days left till I will get my avatar created. I gave it to an artist to make. It was it wasn't too cheap actually. It was quite a few bucks to get that done. You know, with they also program the whole movement, so it works with the face tracking and will move like the same way you do. I didn't. I did it just for the face. There are like people making it like with full body, but that costs like $3,000 to get like a full 3D model that is rigged to every finger and everything.
Okay, crazy.
It's just not had that budget.
Yeah, but you could still do it afterwards, or does it have to be in one hand?
No, you can still, I guess. I mean, I will get a 2D model that is like watching a movie. But if I turn around like this, the avatar, I don't know how far it will go. But I saw like videos of other VTubers, they could like jump around and do crazy stuff, and the avatar is doing the exact same thing in real time.
That's crazy.
And it's like, you know, streamers who are just like streaming normal with the webcam. You just get rid of the webcam and you have this persona representing you. So I'm super curious about that.
Yeah, it's like wearing the mask, but in virtual.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. But this is actually a thing that is out there for like years already. It's actually a big thing, but I discovered it a few months ago.
Okay, and I never heard of that. That is such a big thing. I knew that the technology exists, but not that people use it for that. But yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's really crazy. You also have like podcasts only based on virtual characters, and they're in this virtual studio, but there are actually, most of the time there are people behind that. Obviously they are like AI made ones, but I don't know how it's for you. I mean, you most of the time see like German content as well when going on social media, right? And I had this talk with Glitch X City, and I told her, like, I really hate that German AI voice. You know, there are like 5 voice models when you go through TikTok, and then suddenly AI video pops up, and you hear the German AI voice, and it sounds like so dumb.
So cheap. Yeah, I know so what cheap. You mean.
Yeah.
It sounds like a metal.
Yes.
Like a metal voice.
Yes. And with the first video, you think like, oh my God, go away. Second video, like, go away. And third video, I get like super angry.
You have to reset your algorithm and just look for American content or something like that.
Yeah, the American AI voice isn't much better. In general, I don't like AI voicing. It sounds so fake.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound
better
human.
as well. It gets better. There are some good voices. I also used some on my album for some speech. It's actually should represent an AI voice in the album. But
so you use AI to represent AI.
Yeah, it's like it's a concept album, and I made it like the listener gets sucked into a simulation when he listens to the album. and there are some AI voices who welcome you into the simulation and all that stuff. So that was the idea behind it. Yeah.
So then better not listening to the album while you're tripping, otherwise it could get weird.
Or you should actually do it, right? I don't know. I never did it. So maybe
I will give it a try and then review it.
Okay.
How it sounds while tripping.
Okay, we have to do another podcast when it's out.
That could actually be funny.
Yeah.
Will it be released in summer still?
I think in September, mid or end September. I have to wait when the vinyl is ready. I got some. It got delayed a little bit because I had some stuff to do regarding the release. But yeah, so I hope when it's ready in September, I will also release the album in September.
Oh, there's one thing that I want to ask you earlier, then forgot about it and just remembered. When you was talking about pressing it on vinyl, where do you do that? Because I worked with a label, but it was like a small indie label, and we tried to make one of the albums on vinyl as well. And we only found like a press on demand thing from America, but that was like $50 for a vinyl that was like way too expensive.
Elastic Stage, was it Elastic Stage? I guess
I can't remember the name. It's been
we released with Lofi Alumni,
yeah,
and we released the Out of This World compilation.
Yeah, I saw that. Very cool artwork as well.
Yeah, it's actually non-AI made. So yeah, but yeah, we released that on demand.
Yeah,
on Elastic Stage, and yeah, it was pretty expensive. I think not so many people buy it when it's that expensive. So
yes,
yeah, I made it with Diggers Factory. They are in France. And they also have this on-demand service, but you can also do it like 100 or 200 or 500 edition. So yeah, I started it now with a 100-piece edition. So yeah, that was good.
Because Diggers Factory we tried then as well, but did you ordered straight up 100 vinyl pieces? Or will it be this, because we did like that, we tried to pre-sale 100 pieces and then it will goes into the production. But we didn't manage to sell 100 pieces, so everybody just got a refund who ordered one.
Yeah. I tried that as well with Q-Rates. I think they don't have it anymore. It was with another project, but same story. I didn't sell enough. But this time I paid in advance and they produce it now. And I thought it's better when I have the vinyl, and then I can go into record shops, and I know some people who have stores who will put it in their store, and I also want to make a release party where some people come, and yeah, some of them were sold online, so I think 100 pieces are, I hope to sell all of them.
Yeah. I think if it's not like limited by time, and especially, I think the pre-sale 100 vinyls is harder because usually, if you can like touch it or see it, or especially if you know in that fast-paced time that we live in, there you like pay now in advance, and then when 100 units are sold, it will take like still 3 months to be produced and shipped out to you, right?
Yeah.
And I think this is like something that a lot of people don't appreciate.
Yeah, it has to to be here now. If you order it, it has to come tomorrow.
But
So
then you will get all the 100 copies to your house, and you have to do the shipping.
not all the 100. I sell 30 through Digger's Factory, so they will send me 70, and yeah, I will do a sell on Bandcamp, and I think about making a website where I can present all of it and stuff. And yeah, the other ones I will sell to people I know or go in stores. And yeah, I think I will find people who will buy it.
Yeah, and I think vinyl record shops, especially if it's local music,
yeah,
that's something. First of all, you have like the people's going to the vinyl record shop, and
exactly.
Most of the people that I know who are vinyl collectors, they are super open-minded when it comes to the art of to the genre of music.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not that, let's say, narrow-minded to only listen. I only listen to rap, or I only listen to rock and heavy music and stuff.
yeah.
I guess there are people like that also collecting vinyls, but I would say like most of the people that are like in 2025 regularly going to vinyl shops, they want to discover like new music as well.
Yeah, they are digging for new gems. Yeah, sure.
I remember when I was collecting for a short while, I sometimes just pick them like I pick wine bottles. If I like the cover, let's take it. No idea what's on it, but let's take it.
But sometimes you find cool stuff. Yeah, sometimes it's shit, but yeah, I think when it has a cool artwork, at least the artist had some kind of taste. So maybe the music is cool as well. So
same. Yeah, I think so. The same.
Yeah,
and the same is with wine. If the wine cover etiquette looks good, usually the wine is good as well.
Yeah,
if it's made very cheap, then you know the product inside is cheap as well.
Yeah, that's true. So I have to make my my record super expensive because the music is so good, you know. It's like a good wine.
Fair point. And then you can then you can do like put like 10 on the side, and in 10 years you put you put 10 now, and you put it in like a basket, and then you take them out like a whiskey in 10 years and say 10 years old, and
maybe they are some the double or triple the price worth it. So you know, you never know.
They had 10 years like in the cherry tree caskets, and now they have them better aroma.
Better sound. It's more crispy because of the dust.
Yeah, the bass booms way more now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and because of the dust, it get that real lo-fi vibe.
Yeah, it's the original crisp, not the digital crisp you put on your track in the DAW. It's the real crisp.
That leads me to a question. Now that you are pressing them on vinyl, did you still use the vinyl crackle samples in the background, or did you not put them on?
I have some. I use the RC20 Retro Color. Do you know that plugin?
Best plugin for everything, literally everything.
Yeah. And I use that, of course, in my songs, and some I put it down the crackle, but it has a little bit, should always be there so that it gets this texture and that it sounds more organic. So yeah, I still got it, but I thought about that as well. Do I have to do it, or do I don't have to do it?
That's a fair question, right?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I love the RC20. It's, in my opinion, one of the greatest effect plugins out there.
Yeah.
I really don't like the noise section. I have it by default turned off, and I never use it on no track. But I use like vinyl crackles as well. But then I take like a sample, and in my opinion, it's so much better to mix just the texture in. But you know what I really love about the plugin? Sometimes I use it for the reverb only, just for the space reverb. Yeah. The space reverb is so good.
This is super cool, yeah. But I got another one from Ableton, the space, it's also called space time effect. And this is also a pretty cool reverb effect. It's really like it sucks you in. If you put it on any track, especially on vocals, it has a really cool sound. And I put it on almost all of my vocals. I put it down a bit because it's really high reverb, but yeah, it's that's a good one as well. And it's from I don't know if it's from Ableton pre-installed or if you have to download some Ableton stock stuff. I don't know where I got it from, but yeah, Space Time is the name. So if you are interested,
I don't use Ableton, but maybe the listeners out there, someone who used Ableton should definitely check that out.
It's my secret sauce recipe.
The secret sauce.
It's a space delay.
You know what's funny? For most of the plugins, in my opinion, you don't need like having tons of difference. I mean, you don't need 10 different compressors. Why?
No.
You don't need like 10 different, I don't know, limiters, equalizers, whatever. But for reverbs, that's so crazy how different reverbs give it a completely different sound. It's actually crazy.
Yeah.
They are so different. There's this one, my secret sauce is like a free reverb from Native Instruments. Raum.
Okay.
With the German name.
I know that.
This I could use for literally everything, and it sounds amazing.
Okay.
But sometimes it doesn't fit, and you have to dig through all your reverbs to find the perfect one.
Yeah, or just trigger the knobs in every direction, and one day it will fit.
Okay, yeah, fair point.
Do you also have that sessions where you have the just trying out samples or stuff for hours and you don't get anything done?
Yes.
Yeah.
Usually for me, it's like 3 hours of sample digging and then like 1 hour to finish the song.
Yeah.
Especially in lo-fi beats.
Yeah. There's so much bad samples out there, but if you find that one gem, sometimes the track is made in a few minutes when you get it's not in a few minutes, but in a few hours. And
that's an interesting question. When it comes to digging for samples, do you actually look for, let's say, do you use Splice?
Yeah.
As well, okay. But let's say you're working on a lo-fi hip-hop beat. Are you then searching for like lo-fi kick or lo-fi snare?
No, not exactly.
Okay.
No, sometimes yes, but I use. I always try to do something with the sample that it doesn't sound like the original. So maybe I take a drum loop from some boom bap or from a soul drum solo or something. And then I put it in the simpler from Ableton, and then you can re-trigger the.
Oh, it splices it up like for the hi-hat, for the snare.
Exactly, and then I can work with it like on a drum computer.
Oh.
And then you have the sounds are still, they match each other because it's from one drum loop, but you can rearrange it your way, like you want it.
Oh, this is actually cool.
Yeah. and that's how I do it sometimes. And then I put some effects on it so that it sounds more lo-fi. Or I'm more like a boom bap guy. I always put a drum bass on it, and the RC20, that it sounds dusty and
Yeah, makes
stuff like
sense.
that. Yeah, and I usually I love to use some soul drum loops from soul music. So they are already, they got some
Vintage feeling on it.
yeah, vintage feeling, and they already have good bass and are crispy. But if you put some boom bap or some deep low end on it, so that it really yeah, it bumps.
Okay.
That's where the hip hop sound comes in. And
Nice.
another good plugin I can recommend is Kickstart. Do you know that?
Wait. It's rather the sidechain tool or the kick tool?
It's the sidechain tool,
Okay,
but
then.
it doesn't sidechain to your kick. It's like it has a pattern that it always plays, and it's like it does like this. It sidechains
The four
it
on the
always
floor.
on the floor. And if you put that one on a certain drum beat, you always get this move. You know, or if you not on the you don't put it on the drum track, but on the sample.
Yeah.
And you put the drum above.
But then it sidechains not to your drums. It sidechains just to a four on the floor.
Exactly.
Interesting.
But that's creates the effect to
make your head go this. Yeah.
It doesn't always fit, but most of the time it really sounds dope.
I have to try that.
Yeah. It doesn't cost much. It's like 10 euro or something. Or maybe you can get it for free now. It's 10 years old or older.
You actually don't need a special plugin for that. You just make like you can do a four on the floor kick, mute, or just like remove the output so it doesn't go into your master or the mix bus. And just put a normal compressor on it, and it will do the same, actually.
Exactly, yeah.
But do you know LFO?
Yeah.
LFO tool from the Xfer, the ones that made Serum?
I got Serum, but I don't use the LFO tool, but I heard of it.
Yeah, it's a separate plugin, and this is what I actually use for everything.
Oh, okay.
It's you can automate everything without having to draw in the automations. So you can also do the four on the floor sidechain with it.
Okay.
But you can also do panning.
Okay.
And you have up to 16 channels that you can attach to different things. Like one can play with the pitch a little bit, and then you can say, okay, pattern 1 is in this time signature. Like over 8 bars, it will slowly just tweaks one knob. And that's like my hidden gem for everything.
I have to write that down. I need that as well. This is a good one, yeah.
And since then, I barely do automations by hand, like with drawing the curves and stuff. Just put that, and you will find a time signature that fits.
Yeah.
Every time.
It's better for the workflow if you just can put it on that. It's the same for me with the Kickstart. I just put it on and it's already sounds dope. I don't have to do anything anymore, or just put it a bit down, or if it's too hard. But yeah, it's always good if you have some automation plugins.
Yeah, especially for hats, You can draw in a simple hi-hat pattern, like on every 16th. And then you just, it will automatically, you draw like a curve as you want by hand, and it will play with the volume of the hi-hat. So it sounds like not robotic.
Yeah, it
sounds like organic, with different. And you can also put swing on it. That's the best thing about that. You can put a swing on the LFO.
Yeah, okay, that's crazy. Nice.
It's really good.
And it's just called LFO, the plugin?
LFO tool, yeah. Okay. I can send you a video, or I can actually also link it down in the podcast description. I made like 1 or 2 tutorial videos in my whole life, and one of them is about the LFO tool, how cool it is,
Okay, nice.
and how you can use it for everything.
Yeah, that sounds dope. Yeah, I have to try it out.
Yeah.
I barely use new plugins. I work with the same for years now. I guess I buy one a year or something, one new plugin.
Yeah, but that's actually good.
Yeah.
That's the best thing you can do is limit yourself to the plugins you have instead of getting like, first you lose money. You lose a lot of money just like getting a ton of new plugins. And by using the same over and over again, you become an expert. You know exactly every single function.
Yeah. And it's also, I don't like to learn a new program every other week. I really want to stick to my tools I always use, and it's also shapes my sound in a certain way if you always use the same tools. And I try to always put some certain samples I always use into my songs, like a signature sound and stuff like that. Yeah.
Are you okay? So you reuse samples that you like?
Yeah,
drum
like
stuff,
sounds,
I guess
some drums or some. I have this horn sound. I have in all of my boom bap songs. There's always this horn sound. It's like a siren. Like a wee wee wee. It's like this 93 till infinity.
Yeah.
You know that one. It sounds a bit like that. Yeah.
Nice.
And I try to put some certain sounds into my songs all the time that people recognize. Okay, that's a Cuezy song, but not in all. Just in that where it fits.
But that makes sense.
Yeah, so you can shape your trademark sound with always using same stuff. Yeah,
and I mean for drums, it actually makes the most sense, since thinking about any big band out there, but if they go in the studio to record a song, they have one drum there. They don't bring like 5 different drums to record an album. They bring one drum, and maybe after a few years some pieces will be replaced because things can get broken, especially like after playing like a lot of time. Sometimes the snare just like gets broken, and the film like how do you say?
Yeah, the math. I don't know.
You know what I mean.
We all know what you mean.
You have like a hole inside your snare, and then you have to get a new one. But until that moment, it's always the same drum.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's but because I do different genres, I also have to use different drums. So for house, I can't use the boom bap drums.
Yeah.
Or for future beats, I need some trappy drums. So
you should try. Let's make house with boom bap kicks.
Yeah, actually, I think that could work because Kate Renata or some people like that. I think they use. Do you know Kate Renata? He also does hip hop beats, but also house. And I think he uses similar drums all the time.
Oh, okay.
But they really fit both sounds. Yeah.
Yeah, you can take like a kick drum, and for lo-fi you just like put like more filter to it.
Yeah.
No, for when it comes to house, I'm more the techno guy, like melodic techno and stuff. But when it comes to house, I have like a Disclosure in my head and Blondish. Like that's my two go-to house musicians.
Yeah, Disclosure is dope. Yeah, I like them as well.
Yeah, and Blondish, crazy. Her production is like, wow. It's so funky.
I have to check it out. Yeah, I heard of it, but I have to dig into the sound. But I wanted to say something about the samples, because you use Splice as well, and recognized throughout the years I use it. When I listen to music on Spotify, I always hear some samples from Splice, and it's so many songs I hear nowadays. I always know, okay, I have to sample as well. So I thought about, yeah, what can you do about it? I love using samples, but yeah, if everybody uses the same, yeah, it's kind of boring. But then I thought about, yeah, I have to pick these. You always get the ads on Insta of the sample packs, and there are really good sample packs out there with soul samples and stuff. And I think not so many people buy whole sample packs when they have a Splice account. So instead of buying thousands of plugins, it could be worth it to buy some special
quality sample packs.
Quality sample packs. So not so many people used it before, and you have really cool sounds in there. So that's my advice.
A lot of the packs that you see in advertisement on Instagram, you found on Splice as well.
Yeah,
they're
but
not always exclusive. Sometimes people release it on both.
Yeah, you have to look for the exclusive ones. Yeah. But then it's a cool thing. It's like digging a rare record and sampling it. So it's more exclusive, and you
makes
probably
sense.
don't hear it so much.
But when we go like back in history of, let's say, beat making, you always have this. Some samples are iconic, and even back in the day before you had Splice, when the beatmakers actually took it from a vinyl or a CD and sampled it with the MPC, then you have like so many beats using the same very old, dusty soul or R&B samples.
Mayfield and the Marvin Gaye and all the stuff thousands of times. Yeah, of course.
The funniest thing is, I don't know if you saw the clip, but there's this very iconic song from Kanye where this one guy is singing, and I wonder.
Yeah.
And I guess I think it was this song, because one of the lines from the original song is like, I made the song and nobody can steal it from me. And then it became like a big iconic track with millions and millions of streams. I'm not sure if it was the I Wonder song, but I saw this clip like 100 times already on Instagram. It's just so funny.
It's really funny, yeah. Can you do it again?
Yeah, that was like over 10 years ago when he like made real good hip hop. Now it's super weird what he's putting out. Don't like the new one.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think from a artist perspective, it's interesting because he pushes the borders ahead. He does stuff nobody would do. From an artist perspective, it's cool, but it's a matter of taste if you like what he does or not. Yeah. But it's always cool if you push the border, if you test the border, how far you can go.
He always did that. I mean, it wasn't a big difference to like 10, 15 years ago. He's going like super radical, and I'm like, from an artist perspective, I'm like, bro, you got balls, for doing that. But it's to a certain point it gets like just cringe at the moment. It's like back in days you just think like, wow, this man has like balls of steel for doing like this crazy stuff. And now it's like, bro, now you probably need therapy.
Yeah, you never know. I think he knows how to play with the tides,
Yeah,
he
definitely.
knows how to polarize, and he uses that. I think it's his strategy to polarize as much as he can, And that is how he stays relevant. That's his strategy. And it works every time. He always,
Yeah.
when he comes out, he polarizes so much. Everybody talks about him for a few weeks. And then he goes away and comes back with another thing that people talk about for weeks again.
Yeah, I also saw like some posts like the next album has to be good. I hope the next album has to be good. But the which one was it? The one with TY dollar sign?
Yeah, the Vultures 1 or 2.
Yeah, I did not really like a single song of the whole album. I could up to date listen Graduation for like the whole day on repeat because it's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
The same with the I don't know the name of the album, but the one with Gold Diggers on it, like amazing stuff. But like this Vultures album, it sucks. I'm honest. For me, it sucks.
I think also it's not. It sounds unfinished. You hear something. Sometimes they just didn't finish the song. You know, I think it had to come out quickly because of whatever. But some songs sound like, okay, they were in the studio, they had a certain time, and he made his verse, and okay, fuck it. So
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's sometimes it doesn't sound finished, or maybe it's his thing. But yeah, I don't know what's
also,
the purpose behind that.
Did you heard about the theory that he got replaced?
Yeah. It's
that he's certainly like a head taller.
Yeah. He raps in one song or in a freestyle or something. Yeah. He also raps, "Look how they cloned me."
Yeah, so, and he also said that on TV like 8 years ago in a big TV interview. Yeah. And I mean, there was like some part of me was like, that could actually be, because some people kind of compared like the old Kanye with his like ex-wife from the height perspective, and then the new Kanye, who is a head bigger than his new girlfriend or wife, and she's like on Wikipedia the same height as Kanye originally is.
Okay.
So there's like this thing that doesn't really add up. Yeah, and the same thing is like back he was like fully, he made so much music talking about Jesus, God, the gospel and everything. And Vultures was just satanic. His collabs were like satanic rappers that are like not hiding it. They're like just, say it like real satanic shit. So this also doesn't really add up, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Because there's so much weird shit going on there, and it doesn't have to be a clone. It also can be a body double or someone who plays Kanye, but yeah, why not? I think it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, from all the weird theories that I heard, this is like one that I could see being the truth the most.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, maybe we'll find out someday, or maybe not.
Don't think so that they ever will make it public.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's still he's still relevant. Whenever he puts something out, it's he makes a buzz with the stuff he does, and that's what I think is cool about him.
Yeah,
but. You don't have to like what he does, or the taste is different, and all of the weird shit he does now in the last weeks, it's crazy. But yeah,
for me, it's just like so painful to see, because I really, these days it's like hard to say, hey, I'm a big fan of Kanye. As it was like 5 years ago. 5 years ago, you could say that, and everybody was cool with it. And now you certainly get like very weird looks
It's like with the Elon Musk thing. I saw some stickers on the Tesla where they said, "I bought this before Elon got crazy."
Yeah. I don't really understand that. I mean, the whole shitstorm started because they took like something completely out of context.
Yeah,
With this, my heart goes out to you, and then
yeah,
they put him in this right wing corner, but
yeah,
then you see like pictures of every single president in the past 20
yeah.
years
They
doing
all
the
did this.
same. But yeah, obviously you can just take like a video and put one frame out of it and make a shitstorm globally. And people are
Yeah,
stupid enough to really believe that.
I agree. Yeah, it's always about to make a point. If you are on this side, you have to make the point that this one is a right wing, and you will find something
Especially
that fits in that. Yeah, of course, you will
especially
always find
after
something.
he's the guy with the biggest electric vehicle brand out there. And
Yeah,
like people who were big fans of him because of this, like this climate, this better for the climate vehicle.
yeah,
They were fans and bought his car. And suddenly, because like they made, and in my opinion, just like a fake shitstorm that the media made just to distract from other stuff,
yeah. I
or
agree.
just to be relevant because the media got like less and less relevant over the last years
Yeah,
since we have the internet. And yeah, now I see a lot of these people with Teslas and the sticker in my town as well. And every time I'm like,
yeah. It's a bit
oh,
cringe.
it's so cringe.
Yeah, because if just drive it and be proud that you have the car, but
Yeah,
yeah, it doesn't matter who is the head of this thing. It's like you are part of a cult,
yeah,
and your cult leader does something stupid, and now you fall with your cult. But if
yeah.
you don't stick to it, if you are your own person,
Person, yeah.
you don't have to relate on all that stuff. It's your thing. You like the Tesla, so you drive it. You didn't buy it because you like Elon Musk. You bought it because you like the car. So why do you have to say this to
You
other
know,
people? That yeah,
because just look back in history. I don't know if it was like Tesla, I mean the person Tesla or Edison, one of both, who invented. They both invented like a shit ton of stuff with electricity that we
yeah,
all use every day. We are all like every single person really is reliant on electricity unless you're living like in a small, like pack in the woods or in the Amazonas or something.
yeah.
But I mean, I
Like
think it
Amish.
was Edison who like tortured elephants to experiment with electricity. And I mean, yeah, why not stop using electricity if you're now a vegetarian or vegan? Because
Yeah,
you could take such examples and put it in the same position
yeah. You will always find something. So yeah,
about everything. Every single brand has like some dark sides. There's
yeah.
like, I guess there's not a, tell me one single brand of products was like completely guilt free.
Yeah.
Even the
I also
ones,
thought
yeah.
about Amazon, buying on Amazon. I thought about, yeah, you shouldn't buy on Amazon and stuff. But I think now, today, I changed my mind because it's a platform and it allows people with small businesses to use the platform to sell their products.
Yeah,
So it's like an easy way to get money from small businesses. So yeah, okay, they take their part, and it's probably not so fair every time, and they have their practices that are not cool. But at least it allows some people to make money and bring food to the table for their family. So I think
exactly.
it's not that bad. So yeah, it's always has different layers to it. Yeah,
Yeah, and often the same people complaining about Amazon and how bad Jeff Bezos is are ordering from Temu and supporting child labor.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. It's just because one thing is in the news for a shitstorm, you kind of ignore that everything has like really dark sides.
Yeah, it's always the good sides and the bad sides, and you have to think what's best for you, what fits in your lifestyle, what can you do and what not.
I recently saw a video. This is so crazy. There was this one or two guys. They put like an air tag in, like pretty good shoes that they throw down, like the Red Cross organization that should help people in need, right? And then they track those shoes. They came to a shop in Bosnia that was selling the shoes. And when they asked the shop owner, it was like, yeah, my boss is like this one guy from Europe. And yeah, he sends me like this products to sell. And they sell it for like a good price. They don't give it to the people in need. You can imagine that you bring, I don't know how it's in Germany, but here in Switzerland, we have like these boxes where you can put in old clothes, and they say they will send it to the people in need that don't have clothes and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you see like a little investigative journalism action. And oh, did my camera just die?
Yeah.
Damn it. Wait. I have to. Oh, I forgot to charge it. Actually, give me a second.
No problem. No problem.
Does it work? Okay.
Yeah,
it's
back again.
It's my shitty USB camera that I have for as a backup. No, but that's not even journalism. They just did that for a YouTube video and content. But then you really have to think that's like welfare organizations that say they help people and they do such stuff.
Yeah.
This is weird,
Yeah, I mean that's not cool, because if you tell you will put it to the people and you don't do it and sell it, yeah, that's not cool. But I think if you think about it, it's logically that people will do that. That when you find or people who work in those companies and they find some cool clothes, I guess one or the other will take it with him home and sell it for a good price. If you find cool Nikes in
yeah, but that's something else than taking those and ship it to another country and put it in a shop there. I think that's still a little bit of a different. And I work as an electrician. If I go to some houses and they want to hang up new lamps, and they ask me to throw the old one away, and I'm like, oh my god, this lamp is crazy. And sometimes I work for rich people. I put them on like Facebook Marketplace and make a good money with that. It's not happening every day, but the people told me just to throw it away, and I was like, oh my god, this is like designer shit.
Okay.
You just have too much money. Why don't you care?
Yeah, sure.
But I think that's a little bit other situation, because I used to give every year I like some $100 for charity for exactly this Red Cross organization.
Yeah.
And now that I know that, I canceled it immediately. I mean, like, why should I give them money if they do things like that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all with those big organizations. I don't know. They are all kind of sketchy. It's when they reach a certain level of, when they're big enough, there is always some corruption inside, I guess.
Especially, yeah, exactly. And I mean, a lot of these charity organizations put like send out people to, to that are on the streets and ask you for signing contracts to give them money and stuff.
Yeah.
And in the end of the day, they have like so many people on the salary list.
Yeah.
That I don't really know where this money goes. I mean, let's say you give them $50 in charity, but they have to pay this one guy who is collecting the charity like $20 an hour. In Switzerland, probably more like $25 an hour.
So this,
and if there are two, so you give them 50, you just paid for these two guys to work for 1 hour.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. When the bigger it is, the more you have to buy to pay all the workers who organize this stuff, and it all goes into that organization, and a small part of it goes to the people who are actually in need. So I think it's best if you do charity, you do some regional stuff where you know the people, where you know where the money goes to. And I think that makes more sense than giving it to the Red Cross, the big organization.
Exactly. But I didn't know that. I always thought like, okay, let's do one good thing. I feel scammed.
Yeah, it's
I feel scammed on like a big level, I don't fall like for these trashy scams.
Yeah.
That people try to scam you like every day with like fake phone calls and whatever.
Yeah.
But this is like a
Microsoft
high level scam.
Yeah, this is true. But I mean, we are getting scammed on so many stuff, so many levels. We have to be cautious nowadays.
Yeah, man.
But I think that's a topic for another podcast.
I would say so. Yeah, we are already recording for 1.5 hours. Do you have? I have still my last question that I sometimes forget, but I try not to forget. Ask in the podcast, and if you could give to the listeners like one piece of any advice, doesn't have to be music related, just like one nice thing for the listeners.
Yeah, so I think if you are passionate about something, just do it and don't hesitate to bring it out to the world when you think you are ready. Just do it. Just throw it out there, and there will be people who will like it, and there will be people who will resonate with what you are sharing. And don't be scared. Nothing will happen, except it will open new doors for you.
Sweet. That's very well said. And thanks a lot for being on the podcast.
Thank you too, man. It was a pleasure.
Because you're the first time here, I will tell it now. I usually tend to invite like guests again, because like having a guest only one time on the podcast is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird. So for the listeners, hope you like that. And this time I don't forget about it. Like the podcast, comment something nice, and subscribe.
Comment below.